at 11D Hart Street. 55 units of residential that is almost fully leased. As the last component to the Epstein's redevelopment area, this award-winning project represents the completion of this redevelopment plan that shows the well-designed and executed redevelopment strategy work. In 2018, we also saw the opening of Madero 55, which continues the momentum for the first phase of Speedwell redevelopment area and joins Madero 44 and CBS in their successful completion. The town continues to work with the owners of the two other redevelopment parcels in that area to move their projects forward. In addition to Epstein's and Speedwell, several other development projects have been underway. The vertical project, 55 Market, is under construction and will be completed early next year. And the adjacent Cambria Hotel project has begun demolition on their site. The residential project on Ann Street is making steady progress, and the mixed-use residential retail project at 190 South Street is moving in earnest for opening this fall. I'm especially excited for the Beijing project at the train station, which exemplifies the town's status as a transit village. We look forward to the state's support on bringing this project to fruition. Through redevelopment, it is important in the life cycle of any municipality. We cannot consider redevelopment without recognizing the importance of preserving the valuable building stock that makes our historic town interesting and desirable. To that end, the Planning Division has been working with the Historic Preservation Committee on a demolition ordinance that is reasonable and fair to allow property owners to invest in their homes while preventing the rash removal of an irreplaceable structure without first undergoing careful consideration of all alternatives and ensuring that structures of historic significance are documented for posterity. That ordinance is before you this evening. I urge you thoughtful deliberation on this important topic. In addition to preservation, our Planning Division has been very busy on important policy areas. The biggest accomplishment, I think I saw Phil come in. He's in the back. Phil Aberson, from our planner from topology, has been some of the key reasons we've had some of the great success we've had. We're fortunate that we have him, and we're not letting him go. We're going to sign him to a 20-year contract. Just kidding. The biggest accomplishment was the completion of the town's new form-based code adopted in June of last year. The new code puts Morristown on the cutting edge of planning policy and allows the town to encourage property investment that fits in the context of a neighborhood rather than just fitting into a generic box. Thank you, Phil, and his team for bringing this important document to life. Last year, the Planning Division also worked with our legal team to adopt an affordable housing policy and spending plan that reached a settlement with Fair Share Housing. This policy affirms our town's commitment to the inclusionary housing that has already seen the construction of 115 affordable housing units in Morristown in the last 10 years. The settlement further confirms that Morristown is in compliance with our affordable housing obligation and free from builder's remedy challenges, meaning no developer can bully us into building large development that doesn't fit in the vision for our community. The adopted spending plan also allows us to partner with the Morristown Housing Authority to help to renovate their units while fulfilling our rehab obligation. The Housing Authority's new Executive Director, Keith Kennard, has brought a wealth of experience and energy to the agency, and I welcome the opportunity to further build on that vital relationship. In 2019, we also look forward to working with Atlantic Health Systems to develop a master plan for a healthcare innovation corridor on Madison Avenue. This plan will dovetail with our existing master plan and leverage AHS's status as a world-class healthcare organization. Skip the page, there wasn't a period at that, sorry about that. Organization to make Morristown a destination of healthcare investment. So that's a good time for me to take a break. So just quickly, when you're in local government, you pay attention to all the assets we have in town. And our hospital is clearly an asset. At one point, back when I was a councilman, and I think March Brady can attest to this, there wasn't a lot of cooperation from the hospital. Wasn't a lot of transparency. They have a new CEO, Brian and Trish, who's local, was the president of Morristown Medical Center. And the relationship that has created with the town and I think the residents is very positive. And I think it shows that where Morristown is ranked in the country, and it shows where it's ranked, I think, #1 in New Jersey, and 28th in the country, I think. I hate to get that wrong, Kevin, so you'll have to research that. It's either 26 or 28 in the country. It's a world-class health organization. It's a world-class hospital. And I'd like now to just take a moment, it's a little emotional. So I'm wearing a tie that was given to me by Dorothy Holman, who is struggling, you know, for as much time as she's left here on this planet. Other than my beautiful wife, who's been by my side for this whole journey, so has Dorothy, from day one. I wouldn't be here without her. So it's a little testimony that I'm wearing this tie she got me for Christmas many years ago. So keep her in your thoughts and prayers, as her time is coming to the time where she's going to go home to the Lord. And we're going to be there for her and her family through this trying time. Thank you for putting up with that. But it's important that I said that publicly, because I really wouldn't be here without people like my wife and like people like Dorothy Holman and many others who were crucial in my first running for office as a councilman, where I think I came in second. But Dorothy took the time to walk me door to door in areas that no one ever heard of me, or knew me, and didn't like me, and got my first understanding of how important it is to understand the diversity of our community, and how important it is to, if you're going to serve this community, is to recognize diversity and be